today I have a special guest with me,
I'm Gavin. How y'all doing today?
and we are coming to you quite literally live from a special charity event. Okay. And we're coming to you quite literally live from a charity event, hence all the extra noise, so sorry for that. And yeah, so today we're just here to interview all the guests at this event, see what they're doing and why, how they got here and all that. And we're representing the Teen Tech Center, and we have a couple of youth that are helping host and that help put all this together. And we're just going to be interviewing a bunch of people and, you know, seeing what they are and how they represent and all that type of stuff. So, Gavin, since we're hosting, tell me about yourself and what you do and why you're here.
I'm an artist. I'm a high school student, you know. But
They got the cozy setup, the chairs is comfy.
Hey, we had to get it
I like
set
the
up.
listen, I'm already feeling the vibe.
What's your name?
Jason?
Jason?
Jason.
Do you want him to come on? So put on your headphones so you can hear us.
So okay, I was hoping I had to put that phone on.
Okay, so our first guest today, please introduce yourself. Tell us what you do, why you're here, and all that fun stuff. Into that mic, yep.
What's going on? My name is Chase Lassell. I am a social impact at Best Buy this summer, but I also am a student at Morehouse College where I'm a biology major, and then I also am a retail supervisor and Atlanta at Best Buy as well too.
Okay. And why are you here today? Why did you get invited here? What are you doing at this event, essentially?
That's a really good question. What am I doing
What are
at
you
this
doing
event?
here?
I am here because of my internship. So a part of it is with the social impact team. It's directly partners with the Best Buy Foundation, the Teen Tech Centers. So I was afforded the opportunity to be here because of that. But it's been amazing. Like, I'm just happy to be here. Got my cool mic on. Listen, this is like such a vibe to me. I feel like I see these all the time, and I was like, yo, I want to make sure I get the headphones.
Hey,
I
we
actually have to do
tried.
that.
We got to get the rug, the lighting. It was serious. I don't play games.
You guys got the whole vibe. I love
We
it.
got the whole vibe. So tell us about your kind of day-to-day work, what you do at your internship, you know, what your hours are like, and kind of like what the inside and out of your job is like. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. So the day-to-day to my job is basically me doing a lot of stuff to assist my manager.
Okay.
And like whatever task she needs me to perform, a lot of it is me interacting with either the people that are on the social impact team at Best Buy, but also doing volunteer work. So basically I'll come in, I might have a project, like I know my final project I'm doing tomorrow, and that I'm really excited about because I'll actually be able to do that at like right before the gala.
Ooh.
I'll present.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Come through representing. Okay, that's what's up.
So I'm excited for it.
What advice do you have for young people to advance professionally?
Talk to everybody. When I say like that's the best advice I can give anybody, talk to every single person. You don't know what opportunity is in front of you until you speak to people. I think a lot of times when you're younger, you are less confident to speak up and be like, hey, I'm gonna introduce myself to this person. Networking is just a conversation. Like, don't ever be afraid to have a conversation with somebody, no matter what their title is. If it's something that you're interested in, the area of focus, it could be somebody like, well, I might just think this might be a good person to connect with. Speak to that person, because with that opens doors. The reason why I got this internship is because I had a conversation with like one of my AVPs, and he put me on when having a conversation with somebody else. So I definitely just say be open to different conversations and don't be afraid to speak up. Like, ask for what you want. It's okay.
Like networking and all that.
Absolutely.
How do you suggest, specifically like high schoolers, middle schoolers, a lot of people who go to the tech centers who may not be exposed to that, especially in their programs at school, for whatever reason, what do you suggest for people who are just going to school and going home or doing sports, or who maybe aren't exposed to things that they, like those resources that they can network with? What do you suggest that they do for that?
Really good question. So I know I'm kind of an extrovert, and I obviously know everybody's not like that. And I think a lot of times, like, if you are somebody that's a little bit more reserved, or you're not as outspoken, or like you just said, like you just focus this out like on school and doing extracurricular activities, that's amazing. I feel like what really makes the difference with that is having like a really good mentor or a good guide, like just one particular person. Like maybe it could be like a teacher, it could be like a coach if you're on a certain team. But even in like the teen tech center, like having like a role model that you can have that conversation with. Because even if you're not comfortable speaking up and asking opportunity, if you have that relationship with a mentor or somebody that's like a guide, they may present that opportunity for you for somebody else, and they may be able to advocate on your behalf for you. So I would definitely give that advice for the teams at the Teen Tech Center, because you've had such amazing opportunities, and you work with Sony and Microsoft and Bose and all this exposure that everybody else does not get. So even if you don't want to speak to it, have somebody else do it for you, because that might land you a job later.
Yeah, 100%. So tell me kind of about, like, is your job in the arts? Is it more in like tech thing? Like what kind of background is that job and how that relates to artistry or technology? Like whatever the background is, how that relates to your personality and your life and your craft, if you identify as an artist or not, how that all kind of interconnects.
I got you. I would low-key say that, so to me, I'm definitely an artist. Like, I was a digital art major in high school. I haven't done, like, written art in a while, but I'm still expressive. Like, art to me is obviously, like, a ton of different forms, like, of whatever expression is to you. So, like, between, like, cooking and things like that, that's definitely where I'm expressive at now. But my job, I feel like in the immediate moment, like, between the internship and then what I do, like, for my day-to-day, like, when I'm back in, like, in the retail space, is talking to people. It's sales. So you figure with that, like I am selling technology, but for the most part, it's relationship building. It's me finding out what people need and completing that solution and saying, hey, I know you're looking for this. What else can I give you to complement that? What can I give you to make sure that you are fully taken care of and that you have everything that you need from it? I think I would definitely say that to me a big thing that I feel like my job does, even at the internship and my regular job, is fulfillment. It's making sure people are fulfilled.
Okay.
So going back to like the teen conversation, growing up, like when you were a child, what did you want to be?
When I was a child, what I wanted to be is what I'm currently in school for. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but it's what I'm in school for. I like to be honest. When I was a kid, I'm gonna be honest, I always wanted to be a doctor. Like literally, I grew up watching a show and there was a guy on there that was a doctor, and I was like, I want to be a doctor like this. This is so wrong. And I was like, I want to have that exact same life. I was like, I want to marry, like, his wife was a lawyer and had kids. I was like, I want this full setup for myself.
Right.
Like, just to be like a super dope, like, nuclear black family type vibe.
Right. So what is helping you attain that goal? Like what things do you do during your day, in your studies, in your life, mentally? Like what do you do to maintain this goal, this dream that you have? Yeah.
Really good question, because I'm learning balance. It's definitely prayer and a lot of focus. I can say that. Like, it is definitely making sure like I remind myself constantly about like what the goal is, which I'm definitely getting better at, because I think sometimes you can have a tendency in life to just be like, okay, cool, I want to do this right now. But life sometimes I think is no, go after what you want. But sometimes it's a lot right now, but it doesn't mean you can't have it at all. And I think that's what makes the difference for me. It's not like, hey, like you can do this, but you have homework that's due, or you have a project that's due. And it's like, hey, I know you want to go out, and I know you want to do something fun, but it's okay to put that off right now in the moment to get what you need to get taken care of done, because that betters you for your future. And betterment is all that I want for myself.
Right. Okay. How did you? What helped you decide to take this path, especially with everything with like day-to-day life and money and all these things that affect dreams and dream jobs and stuff like that? What has affected your decision, and what helped you make this decision to be brave and take this jump and start doing these things that you wanted? What kind of made you do that in the first place?
That's a really good question. I'm big on saying yes, to be honest. Like, I feel like if there is a chance or opportunity for something, God put it there for a reason. Like, you should capitalize on that opportunity. Same way that, like, you guys obviously are here for a podcast, and it's like, that's so dope that y'all are able to do this. And it's that same thing to me about, like, if an opportunity presents itself, there's a reason for that opportunity to occur. So I think I really just very much so believe in seizing anything, like carpe diem, very much so.
Carpe diem.
Carpe diem. When I tell you my dad is like a walking self-help book, and he's like, will text me like every morning. He'd be like, good morning, son, I hope you have a good day. You're going to be amazing. Seize the day, carpe diem. And I think just that level of inspiration has made like a difference, just like the values my parents instilled in me. And now I'm like, hey, I want to go after it. Like, what's stopping it from being mine?
That's what's up.
So what is the significance of the gala to you? Why is it important to you?
The gala is important to me because what the gala represents is the commencement and the commemoration of everyone being able to come together and celebrate a great cause. Like, we are very much so involved in working and working directly for the people. Like, that's really, when I tell you what, like, once I found out about this internship, that's what excited me the most. Is knowing that I'm gonna make a difference. Like, usually I'm used to just being in the four walls of a retail space, selling a laptop, trying to get somebody to get, hey, do you want to attach this Microsoft Office, things like that. So the chance that I got to ever come here and what the gala to me represents is community. And I think that's the biggest part of it, is saying, hey, one, we can't do this on our own. We have vendors, we have partners, we have people that come in from different places. We have the teams that obviously that we work with. We have all these different people that are involved in this, and let's celebrate that because we wouldn't be here without it. It's like literally y'all give us the chance to do the work, and we're doing it. But we want to celebrate the people that are involved in the work too.
Okay, thanks.
Follow-up question. How important do you feel diversity is in your profession?
Extremely. Like when I say it's one of the main things, diversity, I feel like there's been studies that have literally shown that if you have more of a diverse team, more diverse teams are successful. Diversity, I think one of the things that makes diversity so necessary and a necessity overall is different mindsets. Nothing is going to be great if every single person looks the same, thinks the same, is from the same background, has the same culture, is from the same community. What makes that difference is us being able to collaborate and not always have the same idea, be able to challenge me and be able to call me out on it. And I think that's a part of what diversity is having people that come from different places that may not have had the same experience as you, that may not look like you, but they have so much to offer. And I want to hear that.
Right.
You got to build.
Right. You got to have different perspectives and different. And like I like what you said about challenges too. Is that everyone's like, oh, it's all a positive thing, and we're all going to agree. That's not going to happen.
Thanks.
Let's be for real.
Thanks.
And I think that's a challenge to have. It sucks because it's scary and it's uncomfortable sometimes for people, but it is important because you want to have. It can't always be right, especially with where we've come from in the past. It's like it hasn't been right, so you got to kind of come through and learn from each other. It's not just one way. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like a challenge because not a lot of people say that.
No, and that's the thing. I think that like literally just like you said, saying like I'm piggybacking off of you with that, but I think that's the thing that people think is okay, cool. Like it's great to have like a harmonious work environment, or even like any type of shared space. But in that space too, I don't want everyone to be agreeable with me.
Right.
I want different perspectives. I want to know bring that in because if not, we end up doing the same thing the entire time. Like how do you progress without a challenge, like without you being uncomfortable?
Yes.
And I think that's literally what is the benefit about having people from diverse backgrounds. If I am somebody like example, I'm in Minnesota right now doing this internship, but I'm originally from upstate New York. So it's like, and I live in Atlanta. So it's like I have different perspectives in that. It's something it's like, why would I not want more people on a team that have those same experiences?
Right.
Or have the opposite ones? Let's talk about it because you probably can see something that I can't see.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Like that's all me like the main point of it.
Right. 100%. You wanted to close out?
Yeah. So, like, my final question is, if you could be in any other profession in the world, what would it be?
Good question. If I could be in any other profession in the world, to be honest, I always say that I would want to go into like creative development for TV shows. Like I love TV. I'm like mad big. Like I'll binge any show like anytime, and I just want to watch it. So if I could actually be the person that is behind like actually making the creative concepts of the shows and like the storyboards and things like that, that would be such a vibe to me. Like I would be happy just to be like, okay, cool. Like I have a sitcom or like a Netflix drama or something like that that's planned. That's dope.
Okay. That's what's up. I relate to that. I'm also a creative director, curator, some kind of. I'm into that. I can respect that. Okay, well, cool. Thank you for talking to us and sitting down and being real and giving us your answers and talking to us. And yeah, that's all I really got for you. So thank you. Nice to meet you.
We'll see you next time, and we'll save it for the pod.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me. This was a vibe.